Art Focus is a program about the brightest and the most current developments in the fields of art and cultural life in the country and in the world. It is a report about the greatest cultural events like musical concerts, festivals, art exhibitions and theater premieres. You will be able to visit the most interesting theater sets as well as workshops of famous artists, and you will also get acquainted with the best art representatives and learn the secrets of their crafts together with the Art Focus program. Art Focus is always in the focus of the brightest events. Beadwork as an art arose a long time ago, but it's developing and changing even now, making from works of this direction real masterpieces of art. Unbelievably beautiful in its nature, beadwork exposition called Beaded Poetry was held recently in Almaty. Artists represented exclusive pieces made of precious crystals, Japanese and Czech pearls and Kazakhstan agate. At the beginning, I had an idea of having own exposition, but due to some life circumstances, it didn't come out. When I met a lot of artists at the masterclasses that came up for that period of time, I've noticed that this direction develops, that people are interested in it. More people want to wear and have that kind of things. Then the idea of gathering all artists came to my mind. We don't have any community, all of us have developed single-handedly, and in order to have communication and to enrich by it each other, I wanted to unite everyone. Such exposition is organized in Almaty for the first time. There are 11 participating artists. Generally, 2 cities are involved, Almaty and Ust-Kamenogorsk. Undoubtedly, the number of artists in Kazakhstan is enormous. But here are only those people who can take part in exhibition this year. We wanted to show exactly the potential of using beads as material in different techniques on different things. Commonly, there is displayed jewelry, but there are also interior design items, embroidered pictures, clothes with items of fancy work. To my mind, lovers of beauty and aesthetics should visit this exhibition and fill their eyes with items we've represented. It's really unusual and wonderful things, which are very unique. It's hard to imagine how much time people spend to create such beauty, because this is so painstaking work and something seems simply impossible to create. At the same time, it's really nice that all of this was made by our Kazakhstani artists. Moreover, most of them do this not in professional way, it is their hobby. By looking at these works, there comes the desire to start making something too. In particular, desire to buy beads and start learning beadwork. Any craft and art brings benefit to our culture and to development of crafts in general. It may not be traditional technique in Kazakhstan, but anyway, this is the beauty created with the hands of our artists. I hope that next year we will organize the second exposition. We will try to collect all artists not only from 2 cities but also all volunteers to demonstrate to people that beadwork is a powerful direction of art that actually develops. New artists will participate there and show their amazing things. The most valuable and important things are handmade things. Beadwork in Kazakhstan and in the whole world will never be less relevant, remaining a significant part of arts and crafts. Republican German drama theater for a long time have given delight to its audience with its unique and creative performances. Its each performance is a new look to all too familiar plays of world authors with complex nature of its characters, philosophical themes and multi-dimensional drama. Our film crew visited the rehearsal of the play Yes No and plunged into difficult rehearsal process. Today we have the rehearsal of Yes No performance on the play of Bertolt Brecht. This play wasn't translated into Russian and in Kazakhstan is put on for the first time. We performed this play in Czech Republic in Brno at Youth Festival of Thesis of Drama Schools and at 2 festivals in South Korea. We also participated in our International Festival of Performing Arts in Almaty, Revelation, where we received Grand Prix for the best performance. The first part of play is in German, the second part in Russian, particularly with a fluent modern pronunciation. Sometimes it doesn't sound correctly, sometimes we use English words and in-cuts in Kazakh. This means that it sounds like speech of contemporary youth. In the first part, I have the role of teacher who wants to save city from epidemic and for that purpose go into kind of trip to find medication. On the way, she comes to her student to ask why he plays truant. Student is also about walking with her. However, she is against this idea because of extremely difficult and dangerous nature of this trip. Thus, in the first part, there is a clash. Teacher comes through all pangs to save the citizens. It doesn't mean the complexity of material. It's a great pleasure when you are aware of your role. When you know where and how you should go, what to do, when you become familiar with your character, your aim, and it isn't difficult to me. It becomes difficult when you are ill and lose your voice, when you are worried about things, how to not spoil everything, as it's really important to be in collective, support each other. Sometimes there are situations when director edits or changes something. The most of process depends on settings. In tiny or spacious places, work is carried out differently. It is a special play. First of all, because of its Bertolt Brecht. Now he is our favorite one. Moreover, it's a musical play, and we took a risk and made this step for the first time by performing this opera. The music was written by Kurt Weill. The first part, in terms of genre, is classified as training opera, where we perform songs. It's large, complex, and at the same time simple ethic formula, where essential issues and topics are discussed. What to do when something is happening? What is the solution? Should we work in accordance with the set canons and rules, or for the salvation of life have a look at the situation from the new approach and try to change these rules? How will behave modern school students in the situation offered by Bertolt Brecht in his play? And in the second part, we cover this topic we occur in the modern school, where a strange teacher works who extremely cares about moral and ethics side, and this is a kind of mission for him. With the help of different extra studies and ethic journeys, he has his students encountering various situations, and they, by imagining that, try to find answers to very problematic issues. In other words, it's a kind of attempt to find today's themselves in today's contemporary world. The history of weaving is familiar since the times of ancient Egypt, while the word tapestry originated in France in the 17th century, when there by a decree of the King Henry IV was opened the royal manufacture of Brothers Gobelin. Nowadays the technique of making tapestry remains almost unchanged. It's still completely manual, painstaking work with the result of which is one-sided carpet with a subject composition or ornament. Today, the guest of our program, Malik Mukanov, master on making tapestry, will reveal some secrets of this ancient craft. I am from artistic family. My father, all his life, worked in the field of drama of Kazakhstan. On the way of entering the Academy of Arts, father gave me an advice to enter the Faculty of Monumental Painting. There I have studied for 5 years, but at a certain point of my life, I found myself in Balapanov's art studio, where I started to work. I used to dream of being an artist on special effects. I could construct, sculpt, paint for hours. After a certain period of time, I was into tapestry. This is commonly the merit of my master teachers. Master shouldn't say, "Do as I do." He should say, "Do it with me." You observe, learn, and you take or not something for yourself. Master doesn't teach you specific technological skills, because the development of them is up only to you. The main thing is that he turns over your aesthetic side in your head, in your mind, and in your subconscious. And you understand to what aesthetic images you should strive. Art of tapestry came from Europe. They were famous brothers Gobelin, who established manufacture on making large-size tapestries. It was royal orders that were manufactured for years. It was so labor-intensive and expensive process, so they were produced only to royal residences or to buildings of monumental public nature. For today, in comparison with the medieval manufacturing, the technology was slightly facilitated, but even so, it's still manual labor. There is still no technology of replacement of the master's hands. There is a notion that the most many-sided type of art is cinematography. The reason for this is the need of the collaboration of many other types of art, music, direction, acting to create qualitative movie. In this sense, the art of tapestry is also multi-sided. Because aside of the canons of composition and narrative genre, there are also technological aspects of weaving, selection of colors, selection of yarn, creation of piece of art on the cardboard. This means that it involves a lot of different stages, which complicate process by itself and make work with tapestry labor-intensive. Designer, by making new pieces and posing a problem to create an interesting and unusual work, should be guided by two questions: how and what. On the first place, there should be the question: what are you creating? What artistic forms you want to attract? What topic you want to touch upon in your piece? The second position, how, consists of only technological aspects. In what size to create, by using which method to weave, what thread and machine choose. Commonly, the person working in definite field somehow will perceive technological aspects of this field. However, it takes too many years to perceive substantial part of it. It's impossible to achieve it in a couple of years. As for me, it comes with a personal experience that once more proves that any creative process relies on life experience of artists. Otherwise, everyone would just be occupied with any kind of art and easily achieve certain results. You shouldn't pretend to live by art. You should live by it for real. You should dedicate whole your life for it. It's impossible to be designer only in the walls of your studio. Every second, every moment of your life should be devoted to the art. Art of tapestry is whole my life. It's the thing that I'm always busy with. I study doctor's degree and I'm in the way of finding the grounds of phenomenon of Kazakh school of tapestry. Why is it developing so actively today? What will be outcomes? How should it develop further? How will it look like over a certain period of time? These are the main issues posed in my thesis, which means that I investigate the art of tapestry from the point of science. This may help to the art of tapestry to attain certain levels in the future. Time will place everything on their places.